Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Mandalorian, what's this episode? 7?
7, yeah.
7, The Spies. And this doesn't make up for the last episode, but this episode was pretty dang good.
Oh, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, action-packed, story-driven.
100%
everything.
Mandalorian.
Yes.
Yep.
Everything about it was about the Mandalorian. It wasn't like, oh no, let's follow this doctor around for 45 minutes. Oh, let's help King Tubsy and his Queen Tubsy Ubsy to find, it's stupid. There was no like detective adventure or anything like that. It was just a bunch of Mandalorians doing Mandalorian things and then people getting killed.
Right. And actually pushing the plot of the show.
Yeah, because now we learned some stuff about Mandalore and everything where it's kind of like, ooh, what we gonna do?
Right, exactly.
Because the implications here, and now everything is leading up to the New Order. We see those red guys, those red guard guys that Rey and what's his face?
Oh, Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren fought in the worst freaking choreographed fight of all time. But yeah, so all that stuff kind of leading into the First Order because we see guys that look kind of like First Order guys.
Mm-hmm.
So we were getting to that. And Grogu gets a little suit of armor in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like a weird suit of armor in a funny way. But overall, pretty good episode. I liked it.
Yes. Because it starts off, oddly enough, with the I forgot her name, the lieutenant the
yeah, the
Moff
one,
Gideon.
the man boy, the girl lady.
Yeah, the girl lady.
Yeah, the one with the face. She's like walking around Coruscant and like she's talking to a spy droid and it's Moff Gideon. Oh, I'm reporting to you. Those pirates that they're done with. What do you mean? I thought you said the Republic wasn't gonna stop them. Well, it wasn't them. It was the Mandalorians. And he's like, oh, what do you mean? What Mandalorians? She's like, oh, they're starting to build their forces again. Like, yeah, we can't be having that.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back to her secret shadow meeting. So it's him and a bunch of other Moths, and we see Hux, but he's like Commandant Hux at this point, and he's doing Project Necromancer. You know,
Right, bring back to the Emperor.
Yeah, or the Snoke.
Oh yeah,
Basically,
Snoke,
is what that's gonna lead to.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, they're just doing like they're getting worried about like one guy's like, oh, there's a ton of money to be made in those trading routes.
Yeah, we
It's
can
like,
just pillage those.
But he's like, you keep doing it, you're gonna draw the ire. We want the Republic to think these are the last remnants of the Empire doing their own thing, and they don't know we're working together.
Right, because he's like, if we look like a bunch of warlords, then they'll just let us skirt by.
Oh.
But they're secretly amassing ships, troops. So that's kind of like how the First Order just kind of came in because they have all the supplies ready to go.
Yeah,
It's the thing. That's the thing with Star Wars. You realize the galaxy's so big. There's so many places to hide.
yeah. And especially if you make yourself look like all we have is one big ship, that's all we have, then then you can hide.
So they're having their little discussion, and Moff Gideon's basically saying, the Mandalorians, they're trying to take back Mandalore, and everyone's like, oh crap, we can't let the Mandalorians get power again because they do, they're going to be a thorn in our side.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, where's Thrawn? You keep saying he's out there, but I have no secrets all over this galaxy. I haven't heard one thing about Thrawn.
Right.
And then it was like, how about we move on from him? And everyone's like, oh yeah, let's do that. But like the other two guys are like, oh.
Yeah, because you have him working for Thrawn, and he's like, his imminent return, he's like, he's not coming back. And the other one, Necromancer, he's like, that's good and all, but we need stuff now.
Yeah, Thrawn coming back would be wonderful, but he's nowhere to be found.
Right. Or in the Snoke Palpatine thing would be great too, but...
Yeah, the Project Necromancer, so they all kind of agree to that. But we see that Moff Gideon has new armor.
Yeah, it's like
Super,
super
more and more
cool.
sleek. It's very Vader-esque.
Yeah.
Like it's very sleek and everything. Like, oh, okay.
And
So we then that's like the opener, and it's called The Spies. We don't see any spies except for these people.
right.
So I don't know if that meant. I hope there's no Mandalorian spies. That'd make me mad.
Yeah.
We get back to he's the great chancellor or whatever the hell he calls
Magistrate.
Magistrate. Like, oh, there's Imperial ships coming. He's like, no, you dummy. Those are Mandalorians. You get the big mythosaur painted on there, which is dope. That's one of the coolest things.
Cool.
They were captured Imperial ships, so they're all showing up, and it's like everyone got invited to cookout, but we see a bunch of Mandalorians who've never seen each other before.
Yep, you got the ones that take off their helmets and a little bit more mercenary-like, and you got the super zealot, like, we don't,
So, they're
standoff.
They're landing, and they're kind of looking at each other, and like, oh, Mandalorians,
And then we got our big guy in there saying, take the younglings, or take the foundlings back.
But this Grogu gets the IG-12. He gets his IG-13 now, right? Or
yeah,
whatever.
13 or yeah.
And they basically made it pilotable. So those little guys. Oh no!
I love those guys.
This is like that. He sees Goku. Oh, don't bad baby. Oh no! He's like, don't squeeze me.
No squeezer. No squeezer. I love it. It's so Star Wars. It's awesome.
And I love the fact that they're janky little ass puppets.
Yeah.
So they move kind of weird, but I love the fact that it's an actual effing puppet and it's there. So like when Grogu's walking in, it's like whoa. He's all trying to like you can't really move. But I guess Grogu jumps in it and then Dan is like, no, I don't want you in this thing. But I guess he can say yes and no on the buttons. And he keeps saying yes. And he's like, get out of there. No. When he keeps like saying no, he's like, I want to.
Like 20 times.
Then he's like, let him walk around. Let's see if he got this. He's all like high stepping it. He's like knocking things over. But I guess this is, instead of having that little baby bubble, he's going to be in this.
Yeah. Which I guess makes kind of sense because if he had to like use weapons.
He's like Krang.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like Krang?
Because he even has the same switches like in the front where it's like.
He says like 2 game controllers.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any weapons, does it?
No, I don't think. I think he would have to literally pilot it with like with the controllers with the gun and so no.
Yeah, like if you put a gun in its hand.
Yeah.
But we get it's nighttime and we're like, oh, let's make a big feast for everyone. But everyone's still like, I don't know about these people.
Yeah.
Because the children of the Watch, they don't take their helmets off when they eat. They just like go somewhere. These other people probably think, well, they're too good to eat with us,
Yeah.
Bo comes out and says, okay, we got to retake Mandalore. It's not cursed, but there's a lot of like dangers on this planet. I'm going to need volunteers from all the tribes. And then no one's like volunteering. And then, come on, Dan. Dan goes like, yeah, me and my baby are going with you.
Yeah.
And then like a couple others and a whole bunch of them join in. I'm like, okay, good. We're all on board. We're going to, first thing in the morning, we're going to take our fleets to above Mandalore.
Right. And the Armorer joined.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm going too.
Yeah. That was like...
I wonder what would have happened. At the end of the episode, she would have been there. That'd have been dope. That'd have been weird. She doesn't use guns.
No,
she's made a melee build. No jetpack either. So they make their way to Mandalore, and I like her ship because it has like the drop pods.
Yeah. So
they make it into orbit and everything. Everyone's all sitting in their chairs, and I like how they're talking, and they open up and they see it, and he's like, "Oh man, it's worse than I thought." The guy's like, "I was here when it happened."
Yeah.
And it's like, so they have that shared Mandalorian experience, Everyone drops out. It's just cool. I mean, it's really cool that a bunch of armored dudes and jetpacks just flying down.
And they're like, getting the perimeter all set up, and they're like, it's so cool. And I love it.
So they bring it in, they all land. Okay, we're going to find the forge. And then set up a perimeter, and then we'll bring everyone else in.
Yeah.
Start the trek. They're just walking. Walking. They see something in the distance. I'm like, what the hell's that? First I thought it was like a monster.
Yeah.
But it's like a sand ship.
Yeah.
Like a sand raider thing. And I'm like, hey, you have food? And then like, yes. And then, is that Bo-Katan Kryze I hear? And then everyone's like, the what? Yeah, it totally is. Then they all have their guns trained on. I'm like, oh, those are surviving Mandalorians that survived on the planet.
Yeah, they were just,
They fly in. They're like, oh, Bo-Katan Kryze, we failed you. We lost the planet. We tried to fight and we couldn't. And then she feels bad because she's the one who gave it up.
Right.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
They get on their little ship. And she basically explains that to him. She's like, what happened was, during the bombardment, I met with Moff Gideon and said, okay, stop the bombardment. I'll give up the Darksaber. I'll give up the planet. Just stop killing my people. He took the Darksaber and said, nope. And he kept doing it.
Yep.
So everyone's like, so she feels super bad about it. Everyone's like, oh, the dummy about it. I can't believe this.
Yeah. So everyone's it was kind of a blow, and they felt a little bit of like, ooh, that was not.
You were supposed to earlier. We didn't give up.
Yeah.
And you did.
You did.
We're on this damn planet with nothing.
But then also...
She goes, I try to save my people.
Yeah.
She's standing out there all like, feeling bad about it. Then Din walks up to her. He's like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I was always told we were the only ones who survived and that you were a coward. But you did what was best for your people. And then, that's honorable. Mm. She's like, the only thing, I don't know if I can keep my people together. All I have is a sword. And he's like, me and my people, we don't care about that sword. That sword means nothing to us. You know what means something to me? That you're honorable. Mm-hmm. You have character. That you're a good leader.
Yeah.
And that you have compassion. Those are the things that matter to me. And he's like, your song hasn't been written, and I'm gonna be right by your side till it is. I'm like, oh shit!
Which I love because
did he just say marry me? Is that how you marry someone?
It's how you marry someone in Mandalorian.
Yeah,
your song has not been written.
Yeah.
No, I love that scene because
he went to Jared.
He called her lady.
Yeah, lady,
and which is very much like a you're my lady, like lord and lady.
Yeah.
So it was very much like
you are my lady. You're everything I need and more.
And also in the beginning of the series, he said like all the great songs that were sung about this planet. So when you say like you're gonna be a Mandalorian and you're gonna have a song, probably means you're pretty epic.
You're awesome.
You're
then,
awesome.
Like he basically bounds his honor to her. You know how he is.
Yes.
When you remember in Boba Fett, Boba's like, dude, get out of here. He's like, no, you hired me to protect you, and that's it to the very end. Mm-hmm. He's like, you crazy son of a bitch, and they go out there and they fight because that's Din. He'll literally go to the death. If he says, I'm going to protect you, to you're dead or I'm dead. That's how this works.
Yeah. Two things. If he swears allegiance to you to the death and to save Mandalore.
Yeah. You're my forever girl.
Yeah, no, I feel like I know some fans are like, oh, maybe not. Maybe that was just a really nice friend thing. I'm like, I don't know. The way Bo-Katan was looking at him when he like turned his back was kind of like...
He gave like literally everything she ever wanted anyone to ever say to her. He just like totally did.
Totally did.
You did what was right. You're a good leader. You can bring us all together. You're the true... Empress of Mandalore. And I'm going to be by your side to make sure it happens. Like, damn.
Right. And what I loved also is saying that you don't need the Darksaber. What your qualities inside you is what makes you that Darksaber
means nothing.
Yeah. No, less than nothing.
But she goes with the armor. Armor's like, hey, some of these guys are too sick. I'll take them back to the ship. You continue on. And once you give us the okay, we'll come in with everybody else.
One thing I saw that was kind of sad is that even the sickly ones, when they saw Bo-Katan, you can see one actually put his hand
trying to get up.
And trying to be like, oh, lady,
Kreese.
And I'm like, that is so sad because you know how long he'd been there?
They've been there for a long time.
Like to them, they'd be like seeing oh, our leader, he finally came back, and he it was kind of sad. It was kind of touching. Like he's trying to get up, but he can't.
They wander the desert. Yeah. It's a hellhole.
It's literally a wasteland.
Yeah. They probably had to drink whatever rainwater and monkey meat and give them
whatever resources they had.
Bat creatures.
So they go back, drop them off, and like, okay, whoever wants to stay can stay with we're trying to find the forge. And the guy's like, hey, I'll do one better. I'll show you exactly where it's at. Mm-hmm. So, okay, dope. They're on their way. Now they have that sand skiff thing. So they're going a little bit quicker. Mm-hmm. Our guy, our big guy, what's his name? Not Kreese? No, it wasn't Kreese. It was Vizsla. He's playing like chess with that wolf. The wolf guy. He can't make that kind of move. Or when they work from the flank, they're allowed to use their jetpacks. Oh, look at these guys who make up their own rules.
These primitives make up their own rules.
Then he pulls out a knife. He's like, you're gonna keep fighting. You're gonna fight or surrender. Then they have a big old like fist fight, and everyone's like, well, they're fighting.
Yeah, and then like Din's like, should we stop it? And then Bo's like, we can't, because if once one side
challenge each other.
Yeah.
So they're beating the crap out of each other, and they're about to kill each other. But then, Grogu comes in because he has his robot suit, and he just pulls them apart. He's like, no. And since he hasn't taken any oath of anything, he can like intervene.
Right, and also it'd be kind of hard to be like super like crazy.
He's a baby.
Murder. Yeah, like gonna murder. Like...
He punches them.
But Vizsla was beating some people up.
Yeah, he wants to get down.
Yeah, he's throwing that guy around like a rag doll.
The minute he got to the planet, they had eyes for each other. Like, man, they wanted to go at it.
The armor's making her way back to the fleet. There's no communications between because the way the planet is. Yeah. I honestly thought the fleet was gone. If she would broke the horizon and the fleet was destroyed, I'd be like, no.
Right. Oh, but
they're still there. They're still there. I'm like, oh, thank God. She brings it in. Hey, I got some survivors from the planet. We'll drop them off and then we'll reload and we'll come back. I'm like, oh, okay, we're ready to receive you and everything. So I'm like, okay, thank God they're alive. Mm-hmm. I was worried that they were going to be dead. Mm-hmm. Get back to the skiff. They had their little fight. Then they're like, hey, there's something on the horizon, like some big rocks moving. Like, oh my crap, that's a giant thing. Yeah. It's a monster. Cracks their ship in half. Guys are jumping off and everything, but a couple of them died there.
Yeah, because it literally crushed them. The flames got them.
Yeah, this thing is humongous.
Yeah. It looks like a monster.
They run into a cave. They have to go deeper. We're not safe. We're going to go deeper. And they find the forge. And they're like, this is all that's left of the forge. It just looks like garbage.
Yeah, and then they're like, so this is where you guys lived? He's like, yeah, this was the heart of our city. It was right here.
This was everything.
Yeah.
They hear jetpacks, because there are more Mandalorians. They look up, no, those aren't Mandalorians. They look like First Order guys.
Yeah.
They look like First Order stormtroopers because their mask had more of that black sleekness to it.
Mm-hmm.
They're shooting at him. It's deflecting. They have Beskar.
And that is one of the big mysteries because, like, it's not something that's known. Like, it's very hard to work Beskar. So I don't know.
They have forges running down there.
So there must be Mandalorians that are loyal to the Empire. They're making stuff. Granted, I know some people say, like, it's probably not pure Beskar because, like, that's how they explain why Din can block everything.
That's right. Din can eat. He can tank.
Yeah, because he actually has it. And they're saying that you can make Beskar, but it won't be pure.
Yeah.
So it won't block lightsabers and all that.
So, big old firefight starts. They're trying to get some armor, but these guys have jetpacks and all the same weapons and all the same armor. I like the big gun. How come more guys don't got the big gun?
I know.
So he's just like, I like how Dan's like, dude, Grogu, go hide behind a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to...
He doesn't do anything, so he kind of just hides. I don't know why she didn't whip out the Darksaber, like ever.
We can't show people's arms getting cut off.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
I know. If this was anything else, if this was like Hulu, oh yeah, there would have been body parts everywhere.
So everyone's getting beat up a little bit, but they kind of get them to retreat. They're like, rout them. I like how Din's like, Grogu, you got to keep up. I'm not going to be able to look back and make sure. So he's like, he's like running along with them.
Yeah, the battles are pretty sick.
They're running through stuff. I'm like, this is Imperial hallways.
Right.
These are Imperial looking walls, and
it was interesting because the beginning parts were like rock, like okay, they're in a cave, and then you have to keep moving. You're like,
maybe that's where he was at the whole time.
I'm like, holy crap! They have a whole facility down here. You see TIE fighters, you see turbo lifts, you see all this stuff. Like, holy crap! They've been on Mandalore for a long time.
Right. And that goes with a lot of people's fan theories that were like, oh yeah, they probably have a base there, and that's why they want everyone to be distracted with everything else because they're mining Beskar. They're getting everything they want.
So, like, holy crap, it was they're fighting, and they're trying to retreat. The door gets shut, and it's just Mando gets separated.
Oh, I know. I was like, no. Din's by himself.
Din's doing his best, but they just basically wrap him up and put him on his knees. And then we see a black trooper come down, and it's freaking Gideon. And his helmet looks pretty sick.
Yeah, his whole getup looks freaking cool.
It looks pretty damn
Also, I noticed he sounds a little bit robotic. Does that give him extra strength?
Probably.
Like, gives him, like, almost like I think you said, like, Vader's power suit. Almost like, yeah, gives him extra, like, movement.
Yeah, so he can, like...
Yeah.
Could be.
He basically, being Gideon who he is, he's just a complete asshole.
Right.
So he's like, thank you for giving us this planet and all your resources. And then basically he's making that next trooper, the First Order troopers.
Yeah.
They made out of Beskar armor.
Yeah, so that's why they're so much stronger. And then it's like, oh, every civilization has its, stuff to give the galaxy, the Jedi, even the Mandalorians, but your time is over. You're a strong people, but now all that's left is what you can teach us, but your people need to die.
Right, and then I'll be the future. And you'll live through me.
Yeah, Mandalore will live through me because I'll work the Beskar. If this guy...
Yeah, exactly. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, no.
Take Din to the interrogation room.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's like, oh, Bo-Katan, we're going to stop meeting like this. You're such an asshole.
Yeah, I should have killed you when I had the chance. She was right.
But she didn't.
No.
He's like, give up the Darksaber. Tell your guys that you belong to me now. And then I'll let you live, whatever. She's like, she gets behind all her dudes. They start shooting at the door. Then kind of like build a shield for her. She starts to cut open the blast doors. They open up.
They're all...
She cuts open a hole. Okay, run. It's like, oh, our big guy.
Yeah.
I love my big guy. He's like, I'll cover the rear. He's lighting dudes up. Okay, everyone's through. Come on. He's like, no, this is the way.
Yeah, we won't make it.
He hits the button and shuts. Like, no. But he's going to sit there. And it's like, it's shooting gallery time. He takes out how many dudes? What, 30, 40 dudes?
Yeah.
His gun overheats. That's how much
melts.
he's shooting. Yeah, he's like...
Then it melts. And then he goes, oh, now it's fisticuffs. And he starts punching guys. And he's hitting them so hard they're flying away.
Yeah.
He's grabbing dudes, dumping them over the edge.
Yeah, I thought that was the coolest part. He grabbed one from the ground and just chucked his butt.
Yeah, he didn't let him get back up.
No. It was so cool. And we're talking like Last Stand awesomeness.
Oh,
like,
it was awesome.
Almost
Boromir.
vibes. Yeah, vibes of like Halo Reach.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there, you're like, come on.
He beats them all.
He beats them all.
You see 3 of those red guards come out.
Oh.
And they have those purple...
the purple staffs.
Yeah.
Gets his little knife and his shield. They just toss him.
Yeah, he's like... Because he's already spent to that point, and And the problem is, because the Beskar can cover only so much, so there's open spots. And,
yeah, and they just stick him to death.
Yeah, stick him to death.
They don't even give him like an honorable, like, they just walk away and let his body just slump.
Cool thing about that guy, though, freaking died with him choking that guy when he stabbed him. He's like...
That was cool.
Yeah, he was just trying.
Yeah, like he was still trying to fight him.
Yeah, I know. The little device he had.
So his body just slimps over, boom, into the episode.
I know, and that's...
We got one more.
That's why I'm so glad. If that would have been the finale, I'd be like, what the fuck?
No, there's gotta be more than that.
But do we get a good ending? Like a happy ending? Or is it going to be like, oh, the Mandalorians all got killed?
I don't know. Another thing, do you kill Din?
No.
I agree with that. I say no, but...
I don't want the armor to die. I don't want Din to die, and I don't want Bo-Katan to die.
Yeah.
Everyone, and Grogu obviously can die, but everyone else dies.
I know, wouldn't that be something? Oh.
But then what again? Oh, I'm saved the princess, and then she's all alone again, and all her people are dead again, and she failed twice.
Right. So I think like so you need to have it to where maybe they don't kill Gideon, but get him off Mandalore.
But do you want Bo-Katan to have that big sacrifice for her people, and the one who lives is Din, and Din becomes like the Emperor?
Oh,
I don't want Bo-Katan to die.
I know. That could be it, because that would be a good way of sending her character off.
Yeah.
Because then she saves everything. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't want Din to die either. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting this last episode. I hope the last episode's like 2 hours long. I know
it's like 3.5 hours long. It's like an epic.
It's like an actual movie, like at the end.
Pretty cool. Don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I do see the thing is how we're running into the sequel trilogy. We're seeing all those things now. We saw Hux. We saw the Red Guard guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing First Order troopers. So we're seeing all those things.
Right. And so maybe this can be their way of trying to like soften the blow of those movies.
Yeah.
To kind of be like, okay, now this all makes sense now because I have to explain it.
But the only like I said in there are other reviews, like, did they just kill all the Mandalorians? They die one final stand and they all just die?
That, or you make them distracted during out the whole war. Like, make it to where the Empire's just being real.
Chasing them around the Outer Rim.
Yeah. Like, forcing them to be like, no, you're going to fight us until we're literally all gone. And Empire, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But Gideon's got to die.
Oh, yeah.
She's chopping his head off. Putting it on a spike and kicking it around like
oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He needs to die. He's such an asshole.
Well, and also, he's kind of being, like I said, kind of reductive to that Empire Council because it's like,
he wants the role. He's glad Thrawn's not there.
Yeah, he's glad. He
probably always thought, oh, that nigga, he's so cool.
Yeah, and then it's something with the Emperor because the Emperor will just take over again. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, he's kind of happy there's just power vacuum.
But again, it shows you how inept the New Republic is.
Oh my goodness!
They're worried about parties on Coruscant while the Empire's building Beskar armor, frickin' troopers.
Yep. And I can see why a lot of the rebels become resistant because they're like, they're just not doing anything.
Yeah, they're too busy. Oh, we need to hire senators and
worried about stupid clerical crap.
Gotta put in the order requisition for one boss there. Get the hell out of my face.
Right. Or the fact that any Imperial machinery, anything, just destroy it. Just don't even use it if it's a weapon.
Oh
Get
no,
rid of it.
we can't use it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just like stupid beyond all belief.
Well, this episode put things back on track.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, we have to end epically. It's crazy. I don't know how it's all gonna end, but does it end with them taking back Mandalore or them running away again?
I want to say I want them to somehow push them off. I don't know, but again though, I don't know how deep they are. Or do you do this where Mandalorians bombard Mandalore?
Yeah.
And then take them out, even though you destroy the forge, rebuild the forge, rebuild it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like literally have the armorer show up with her little forge and say, "This will be our heart."
Yeah, like it's literally just a fire.
Yeah.
And it starts with just one fire.
Yeah, one forge.
There you go, that could work.
And just collapse that whole area, just bury it.
Yep.
And then you take it back, Gideon leaves, and now you have like this bad...
I want Bo-Katan on the edge of defeat. Gideon's about to kill her, and the Mythosaur just jumps up and eats his ass. Or spears him with the tusk, It's just like, he's like, he just thought it or whatever. How cool would that be? Screw that guy.
Yeah.
He needs the worst death. He
Yes.
has to get it.
He has to really get
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't get a bolt or blast. No, he needs to get it. Like,
Yeah.
he needs to get ran through with like Mando and Bo-Katan hitting him on both sides. Like, it's like,
And then toss him to the Mythosaur.
Grogu hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna just like just grab him?
Oh, that would be sick.
And that gives Bo-Katan the opening to like get under his arm or something. Grogu's gotta do something.
Or could you imagine how cool it would be if Grogu like picked up the Darksaber and just like
Just force used it.
yeah.
Grogu's the Emperor Mandalore. Yes. He's not hitting the button.
Yes.
That's how he does it. But yeah, there's 1,000 ways this can end. I don't want the Mandalorians running away with their tail tucked between their legs. I don't want that.
And I think that would be a bad choice. It would.
I almost rather have them all die
Than to leave.
than to just run away and lose Mandalore again.
Right.
Because how the hell is she gonna again? They were launching TIE fighters and TIE bombers
To go attack the
hope
fleet.
the fleet can defend itself.
Well, that one guy left. Remember, the wolf guy left.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully he got back and was able to like, hey, they're coming. Like we need to like prepare.
Oh yeah, he got out the hole.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's able to do that. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, like because remember he has to
Get
break
outta
the
here.
surface and get out. Then he can send a message. You can't send a message from the ground.
I'll give you a 2-second heads up if they come.
Yeah, exactly.
They're coming.
Nothing. Though, remember, like I said, what if he breaks the surface and he's like trying to contact him, looks up and they're all destroyed.
Oh, that would suck.
The armor's in outer space, holding her breath, smashing him up with their hammer.
She's all cracking.
She's still alive. What the hell is this bitch ever gonna die?
Awesome.
I don't want the armor to die.
I don't want the armor to die. So maybe the fleet will be intact because she's going to be up there. Maybe one of it will be.
I hope they don't die. But I almost rather have them all die than just to run away.
Right.
Because they can't run anymore. No more running.
Yeah. If they're all going to die, I want them to blow up Mandalore. Do it. Just be like,
Yeah,
no,
like she's
no
the
one
forge
gets
and
it.
relights the forge and it just like ignites the whole planet.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, screw you. No more Beskar for you. Because that would explain why the First Order troopers don't all have Beskar.
Yeah. Like how it, and also it kind of explains in that council, they're all being kind of selfish. Like they're not spreading their
Like, oh, we have the
resources.
sheriff. They're like, no, I don't like sheriff.
Yeah, because like you're right. The First Order should all have Beskar, but I bet you Moff Gideon's like, no, only my group
guys.
have it. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna end. I don't want everyone to be. Gideon has to die. No more. Oh, he was captured. No, just kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, one last thing. Just chop his head off and be like, be done with them.
Oh yeah. Well, I think this is gonna happen because you don't even have any Republic soldiers here, so it's gonna be straight up. No, we're killing you.
It is crazy how the New Republic is trash. They're just trash.
They're incompetent.
Yeah, it could be like a bunch of fools. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.